106.7 WIZN, it's Whitesnake Is This Love. Heard Pat Benatar before that. Joe Vega here with you on your Wednesday Rocket Ride Home. And I'm joined now by Paul Harding from Martin Harding and Mazzotti. Hello, Paul.
Hey, Joe. How are you? I'm
excellent. So thank you for taking my call. I wanted to ask you about this story, which I got off of WCAX. It's in regards to a gentleman who was arrested in Saranac with a bunch of cocaine. He had some guns on him, prior felonies, and the story is in regards to, will this gentleman be released due to the new bail reform laws in New York State? And what's funny is it's kind of a non-story because the answer is no. He's not getting released, but I thought maybe you could explain to me exactly what these bail reform laws are.
Well, yeah, so you want a controversial topic around the Bar Association, just mention New York State bail reform.
Right.
Much safer to talk about in Vermont. But so here's the deal. What happened is the law came about, and it had some good reasons. It was meant to reduce this pretrial incarceration for folks who didn't have any money. So they'd get, arrested for jaywalking, $50 bail.
Right.
They couldn't make it. They were going to jail. So that's sort of the genesis. But what happened here in New York is now if you commit burglary, arson, virtually every misdemeanor and every nonviolent felony, there's no bail. I mean, you can commit these crimes, arson, burglary, go in front of the judge. He says,
Right.
okay, we'll see you next week. So here we got this guy in Saranac Lake, and he's just punching all the buttons.
Right,
he's got
right.
cocaine, he's got loaded guns, sawed-off shotgun, three
Prior felonies.
Yeah. So normally, a guy like that, you'd think, okay, he could post a bail for $100,000 or a lot more because he may or may not come back on court date.
Right.
He might just be missing. And he would walk free, other than he had the 3 prior felonies. And so the district attorney took a position up there that says, hey, because of the prior felonies, bail doesn't have to be an option, and therefore he's not being released. Now, I would say I read the story. I get the angle where this is going, but I wonder if anyone, comes to his defense, if technically he should not be a bail recipient. He's sort of on the fence.
Right.
Non-story because he is incarcerated. They were able to keep him there, but...
So it was him having the prior felonies. That was legally what kept him behind bars, not the cocaine or the loaded guns.
Yeah, there you just get an appearance ticket. Say, hey, we'll see you back next week. Okay, next month.
Right.
And I'm being a little cynical because we've seen sometimes where this works and it's been a wonderful passed law. But we've also seen times where, in the Albany area, what happened is there was a situation where a guy went into a bar and he started trouble and he got arrested and, was spitting at the police officers, punching everyone, goes in front of the judge, gets released, and within an hour he shows up with a bat and just starts whacking people.
Oh, wow.
Right? So
yeah, right.
the judge knew you need just some time to cool down, but had no authority to do it. So,
Okay.
yeah. There
That's
we go.
interesting. All right. Well, thank you very much. Paul Harding from Martin Harding and Mazzotti.
All right, Joe. Thank you. Talk to you soon.
You, of course, can call Martin Harding and Mazzotti at any time at 1-800-LAW-1010 or go online to 1-800-LAW-1010.com. All right. I'm out of here. Turning things over to Mel Allen. He's got music from Bon Jovi and U2 coming up.